All right, welcome to Underground Crypto. That's what I needed, crisp drink to get started here. Everybody smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed. Make sure I have everything where I need it as we kick off here. Excited to bring you a show on a Wednesday when a lot of people are probably a little bit tired from the week. I did that on Monday, so I got that out of the way early this week. All right, we're on the crypto bubbles. Got our talking points ready. It's going to be a good stream, everybody. I can feel it in the air tonight. I didn't want to go there with that. All right, let's go ahead and switch us over. And if you're with me, just throw something in the chat. Let me know that you are here. All right, cool. Mic check. And there we are. Let me adjust myself a little bit. Blues guy said I'm really tiny in the corner. Now he's got me self-conscious that everybody thinks I'm a mouse. I'm just kidding. I'm not actually self-conscious, but I do need to make myself a little bit bigger there. And how is everybody tonight? Looks like the market just 1 through 100 so far. Let's toggle it before I even say anything. Yeah. I've been pretty busy today. I didn't really get to hang out in the market. Shout out to all our people in that tab in the Discord, led by, I guess, Bankroll, although it seems like they kind of all do it together. They're always in there trading, talking about where the market's at. I'm sure Camsta's in there. The Deadwood 11 says, hello all. I don't recognize that name. Thank you for being here. We're just kicking off the show. Welcome to the Underground Crypto Research Show. Smash that like button for me if you love cryptocurrency. Now, my favorite set of visual data here, the bubbles, the crypto bubbles. Cyrene is up 22.4%. And look at this. Is this not always how it is? River's up 15.9% to $27.65, while everything else is getting crushed. See, a lot of times you would think, oh, I'll short River because everything else is getting crushed a little bit. Nope, that's when River always does the opposite of whatever's going on. Okay, Caspa up 9.2%, Quant up 4.7%, and that BDX, Belladex, is up 3%. Top down another 100. Let's take a look at it. We're just kind of kicking off the stream and seeing where the market's at today. Many of you probably know, but I had to do a few things, so I haven't looked at it since very early this morning. 37.3% down for Bard. Barra down 15.8%. No big green bubbles here, mostly red. This kind of looks like the pullback or the retribution for the day. Now, I know that, what was it? Jerome Powell and all of those things today. Anybody want to tell me how that went? As I also did not really get to see what he said. Anybody watch that? Pippin down 23.9%. It's hard to believe that Pippin is down more, but it is. I mean, if you look at this thing on the weekly, it looks like a meme coin that rugged. From 37 cents to 9 cents in less than a week is a big pullback. Let's see, 2 to 300 by market cap. You got Beat up 12.3%, BTW up 5.9%, and Alchemy up 10.7%. Sahara up 5.5%, and this credit coin is up 7.3%. Other than that, everything is mostly to the downside a little bit, at least like 4, 5, 6, 7%. Let's hop over and do our price rundown. Let's see where the total market cap's at. All right, Deadwood says no change in rates. Thank you very much. That's basically what I was wondering, so I appreciate you telling me that. Let's go. There we are. This is where I want to be. So yeah, you can see why, everything's pulling back a little bit. BTC pulled back a little bit, which I had a feeling was coming, to be honest with you, just because we're not really in a bullish time, right? It's still very much bottom of a bear trend kind of thing. And with that, it's very hard to get everybody, trending in the same direction, everybody bullish on a longer term or a longer time set, I should say. With that being said, Bitcoin is at $71,088. Total market cap 2.9 trillion. So you lost like a 0.1. 3.2% down for the total market cap. That's a decent pullback for the day. Hopefully it's just a healthy pullback. We've been pumping a little bit, and hopefully we're not going to go too far to the downside here. Ethereum 2,194. And it's still up 6.9%. Ethereum is on the last 7 days, so that's actually pretty good. I have a feeling a lot of things didn't fare that well. XRP $1.46, up 5.5% in the last 7 days. BNB $651. Solana $90. Dogecoin 9.5 cents. We were just getting to where I thought we were going to break that 10-cent mark and maybe get a little bit of a move there, but we had that pullback. Always seems to happen, doesn't it? Cardano 27 cents. Chainlink $9.22, Monero $345, XLM high 16 cents, almost 17 cents there. Zcash $251, Avalanche $9.68, HBAR about the same as Dogecoin. I've noticed a lot of times they're very similar, 9.5 cents. SWI back under $1, so I guess it's back on sale, 98 cents. MemeCore under $2, $1.93, and MemeCore is up 36.3%, which is really interesting to me. I think that MemeCore is looking like a pretty strong project, right? And if you know anything about MemeX, which is like your crypto Web3 Twitter that is actually, put on by MemeCore, it's built by MemeCore, then you know what I'm talking about here. Let's go to getting a lot of actual engagement on here. It's really nice. Starting to get a lot of people commenting on the posts. See, like this one had 4 reposts, 4 comments. That's pretty good. It's better than I get on Twitter. This had 7 comments. I'm enjoying it. And of course, it's your crypto people over here. And of course, very much like your MemeCore degens as well over there. All right, let's see where Flair's at. For the king of Flair, who I know will be here eventually, 84 by market cap, still in the top 100, so who could complain? We were talking a little bit about Flair yesterday, and I'll be bringing probably some Flair content back to the channel because I really do like Flair quite a bit. Let's go take a look at, here, I want to toggle this back to the main screen. Let's take a look at what's trending, because I know that's what everybody wants to know. He says, yo, hyping the videos every chance I get. I don't know how to say that ad-lib. It looks pretty cool. I haven't seen that one before. YEWWOH. I'm rocking with it, though. Yeah, appreciate you, Plague Dogs, always. You're a main person to me when it comes to the channel. There's certain people who I think about because they're like always here. Even if you're not here every single stream, like you miss one every once in a while. That's not what I'm talking about. It's just a name that comes to mind when I think of the stream, like Camster, Melissa, Blues Guy, of course, Plague Dogs. I really appreciate you being here, especially on a Wednesday when it seems like, the market's had a little bit of a pullback. You're still here supporting your boy. Means the world to me. Thank you very much. All right, so Nero, which is not a new token. I've heard of that before, but it's having, it's trending here. This is Katana. I don't think this is no, it's Katana Inu that we used to see a lot. That was the gaming coin. I haven't seen it at all, and that's why I haven't gone back to actually see if they've got their stuff working or not, because, well, I never seen them pop up again. Doesn't seem like anybody cares. That's not a good sign. When somebody has a good product, people care. Hyperliquid, Bitcoin, Pudgy Penguins every day. River up 83% on the last 7 days. River's always doing the inverse of everything else, it feels like. Solana, $90. BitTensor, $273. Why am I reading the prices again? I don't know. XRP's trending. Virtuals, Pi Network, Venice tokens trending. SWI, Avalanche, and Lombard. And I was wondering, just like Crypto Rank, can I make this like a top 20 instead of a top 10? No, doesn't seem like I can. So here's what's trending. There's a couple interesting things to talk about. Let's talk about Nero for a second. I don't know why they're considering this trending. but let's try to figure it out. We'll go to their Twitter, see if there's any news. So Max Chart says token generation event August 1st, 2024. And when it came out, then you rolled into November, from August to November, and it really hit an all-time high at 0.0023. You can see the stark difference. Right now we're at 0.000068. So big difference there, 28.9%. 28.9 million in its market cap. I'm trying to say 4 things at one time. That is something that happens to me a lot. Ethereum contract, base contract, hyper liquid contract, if you will, BNB smart contract, or BNB smart chain contract, I guess is the right way to say it. It's a meme. It's dog themed. Ooh, I don't know why they put that as a category, but I guess if you just want to see all the dog themed meme coins, you could just click there. It's an IP meme, which is probably the most significant thing to take away from here, other than it's base native, which I like that it's base native. And Melissa, if you're listening, shout out to you. You threw in the Discord in the gaming section. What was the name of that game? I downloaded it today on my phone. I didn't get to play it very long. I played it for like a little bit, but it was giving me the vibes. It's from Cross. It's called Dungeon Cross 777. Or that it's just called Dungeon Cross Relic Hunter. And you can look it up. I'll probably bring it up at some point. When we get to that part of the stream, we got all kinds of things for you. We're going to go over what's trending, look at the Fear and Greed Index and the altcoin season index. We're going to do our talking points. I'm going to tell you a story about crypto that'll set the foundation for raising your crypto IQ tonight on stream. If you've been to the last couple of shows, aka the series that we do Monday to Saturday, Friday's DeFi Friday, but we still raise your crypto IQ there, then you are rolling along with the topic. And if you saw the thumbnail of why crypto is splitting into layers, I think you're going to like this stream. I think it's really going to raise your crypto IQ. And of course, remember, we are building off of yesterday's stream. So let's go to their Twitter here before I get distracted and don't do what I said I was going to do. And let's see, is there some kind of announcement or something? Is there a reason why this is trending today? And would you look at that? Major update. The Nero Woofer pack is now free. I don't know what that means. I don't know what the Woofer pack is, but I'm sure we could find out. As a community takeover and community managed projects, okay, Nero belongs to the people. How many of these coins belong to the people? Interesting, because I'm seeing this more and more, this whole community takeover. Somebody starts a meme coin, it gets a little bit of popularity, and then it seems to the people running it kind of fall off. Rather they rug pull or whatever, but they fall off nonetheless. And then it's kind of the community comes in and takes over. We've decided to scrap the mint price entirely. The art belongs to the community. For the people who bought them, I don't know if that's an exciting thing, because wouldn't that hurt the floor price? People got them for free. If they can sell them for 50 cents, they're going to, right? And they can just keep minting them. I don't know. To accommodate this change, the mint will officially begin on December 17th. Is this an old post? Am I reading an old post? I am reading an old post. They got me. They got me, guys. Dang it. December 16th, 2025. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted to look at. Here, Nero activation. Little funny video there. Very meme-ish. Okay. I thought there was actually an announcement, but really it's a pin post from a long time ago. They got me. That happens. All right. So actually, I don't see any reason so far why this thing is pumping. Let's go look at the website. The sister of Doge is how they're trying to position themselves. Nero Foundation, join our community. All right. Nothing exciting here. I'm not going to waste our time with that. Let's back it up. There was another project I wanted to look at that's trending, which is this Katana. Not Katana Inu, not the game, just Katana. And shout out to Blues Guy. Says, greeting beautiful people. And gratitude to all underground, my man. You awesome, bro. Thank you for all you do. Much appreciated. You're absolutely welcome. Thanks for coming in. I knew you'd be here. And Flare, number 82 today by market cap, just in case you didn't see that. Market cap, 25.4 mil, 10 billion max supply, 2.3 billion circulating supply, has its own address, which tells me that it's got to be its own layer 1 or something. Yield farming, Bitcoin Alpha Spotlight. Let's take a look at the website. Now I'm wondering if I've ever been over this project. I thought I had. Maybe I've never been to their website. That's hard to believe given what we do daily here. All right. So Katana DeFi deserves better. So does your capital. Katana is a DeFi blockchain built to generate real revenue and recycle it into deep liquidity. The sustainable yield for its users. Use the Katana app today for easy access to lending, borrowing, and trading Katana. Stake Cat for VCAT. VCAT usually is, when you see the V, that's usually for governance. To direct incentive. That makes way more sense. And earn fees from the pools you support. Deep liquidity, better execution. The DeFi flywheel that compounds. Capital goes to work by default. All right, revenue is recycled into liquidity. Builders launch into depth, and everything compounds. So you can really see what the idea of this is. And the website froze. Definitely the website, not my computer. All right, let's go to the app. So that was the Web 2, version. And it's very laggy, so I'm going to get rid of that. Skip all this. I don't need to see that. All right, so you wind up on a dashboard. It is Web 3. You can connect your wallet. Let's see what kind of wallets they like. Don't show me this ever again. Absolutely. All right, so you can use a Ronin wallet, a MetaMask, a Rabby, even Rainbow. Okay. That's what I wanted to see about Rainbow. Like, I wanted to start seeing it integrated into a bunch of places and stuff before I really looked at it too hardcore or downloaded a wallet or a hot wallet into my web browser or anything like that, because if they're not legitimate, they're not going to have collaboration with a bunch of people. So it does seem like that Rainbow wallet is actually legitimate. And this is pretty traditional finance type stuff. You can earn. You can stake. Let's see what kind of APYs we got going here. Let's toggle by APY. This AUSD vault says conservative, 15%. It's probably on the year. That's usually how that works. And let's go to stake. So you can stake it by basically swapping it. This is a VCAT. They were talking about VCAT. Oh, here's VCAT. So you have this AVCAT, and then you have CAT, custom voting. Yep, that's I was right. So this is about governance for sure. And the rewards. They don't really give you any information, but I just want to show you that a little bit. That way I did my due diligence and covered it. Let's go to their Twitter and take a look at that. All right, a DeFi first chain delivering deep liquidity. Okay, we got that idea. 303.7 thousand followers. Cat is live. This is 10 hours ago. The armory is open. Katana introduces something new. A chain that routes revenue back into the ecosystem to reward active users. At the center of Cat. Stake, vote, and earn. So this is one of those things, in my opinion, where you really want to get into some of the details, some of the white paper type stuff, because I like the idea of what they're saying, right? And on first glance, I of course have no idea if they're actually doing a good job of what they're saying, but when they say that they're routing revenue into ecosystem to reward active users, that sounds pretty cool. This is what I talk about all the time with different projects. Doesn't matter if it's a serious financial product or a meme coin, right? Does money route back to incentives, rewards, the market cap of the coin burns, buyback incentives, something that's going to do something for the actual coin? Because sometimes we get really cool projects that actually serve a purpose, but their money that they make is just going in their like actual bank account, their actual treasury, not in the market cap of the coin. And so you buy their coin thinking that them doing well business wise is going to do something for your coin, and it doesn't actually mean that at all. All right, let's go take a look at our fear and greed index. What's up, Blues guy with the super chat? I was hoping I was going to get a super chat today. I don't say nothing because I don't want to feel like I'm begging nobody, but I really appreciate it because to me it says you appreciate my time, energy, and effort that I bring to this streaming community. All right, he says, so much appreciation and gratitude. Love the channel. Love the people. Underground, my man. Let's go. Thank you very much, Blues Guy. You the man. And that is the first super chat of the night to our goal of 5 super chat. We'll see if we can hit that or not. Fear and Greed Index 23. Yesterday it was 26. So to nobody's surprise, the Fear and Greed Index has come down a little bit, and the altcoin index is at 50, perfectly in the middle there for this altcoin, Bitcoin season, altcoin season, and we're right in the. And to be honest, that's kind of how it feels. It feels like we're not in a Bitcoin type season and we're not in an altcoin type season. We're just lingering somewhere in the middle. Let's take a look at what's trending. All right, and make it the top 20 and not the top 10. See what cool stuff we can find here. We got Turtle back on the radar. I haven't seen that in a while. So BondX, which we did take a look at on the crypto bubbles. ID operating system, Obel Technologies, Turtle, Zama, Blue Whale, Sui, Pepe, Solidius, Camp Network, BitTensor, Dent, Lagrange Labs, Sonic, which is a rebrand, Sentient, Puffer, Finance, Avantis, Dimension, Helium, and Civic. It was really interesting how Helium and Dent kind of in the same wave, and they've both been trending. Have we decided that like mobile network coins are going to get like some attention now? Very interesting. Helium is not a new token. Dimension is a modular system, hints on modular. That plays a lot into what we're talking about this week. Within the Cosmos ecosystem, so it's very specific there, that facilitates the deployment of specialized rollups. Man, could this project be any more about what we're talking about? Love is in the air everywhere I look around. Oh man, he's rolling back in with another super chat. Thank you very much. And that's 2 super chats to our goal of 5 super chats. Blues Guy, you're the man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you greatly. And of course, shout out to all my other undergrounders out there. It's a good time for me to say thank you all for being here. Let's go to all the way back. So this is Dimension, the 5th of February 2024, and it's pretty much lost all its value from where it started with highs of $8.76, and right now you're at 3.5 cents. So that doesn't look real good. It's been as high as 1.25 billion. It's at 16.8 million. Doesn't look real fantastic, right? The chain launchpad. Dimension Layer 1 is a decentralized chain launchpad. He just keeps coming. Keeps coming, man. He's gonna hit. Look at that. Blues Guy gonna hit the super chat goal all by himself. He didn't even need any help. Thank you very much, sir. He said, did I mention how grateful I was? I think you did. I think you did mention that. But, you know, you feel free to keep mentioning it. I appreciate it. Dimension 1, yep, is a decentralized chain launchpad giving creators the power to transform ideas into thriving blockchains. Launch a token. So you could just straight up launch a token. What happens when we click launch a token? And why would you want to launch it on Dimension? No idea. Let's go. Let's go to launch. We're going to do display name underground crypto. Ticker, of course, UGC. Base token is going to be USDC. Initial purchase price, max, $0 that I have in here. And then he throws another super chat, says I am. I mean, you're 1 super chat away at this point. That's my MVP right there. He gets a lot of MVP points for doing that. I appreciate you. And there it is, number 5. Thank you, man. We get some, I've never seen what it really does. It throws some like confetti across the chat. We hit our goal tonight. Blues guy single-handedly hit that by himself. Everybody give Blues guy a round of applause and thank him for doing that for the channel. Thanks, man. From token to chain creators, and I'm not actually going to create a token right now, obviously. But apparently you can do it with Dimension. I don't really know a lot about why you would do that over somewhere else, maybe Pump.Fun. But it's nice to have some options. I wouldn't want to launch my token on Pump.Fun. To me, Pump.Fun just really screams like I'm a meme coin. Hey, and I got people rolling in. Smash that like button. Welcome to Underground Crypto. We're just taking a look at what's trending today across the crypto world. Trying to dial in and find opportunities. If you like that kind of thing, smash the like button, subscribe. And there's a link to our Discord in the chat. So Bondex is up. There's quite a few of these that are really similar. Bondex we've talked about for a couple of days now. Bondex is a Web3 talent network where users own part of it via ecosystem and tokenized rewards, which I know this kind of thing is hot. I know it's something that people say a lot about Pump.Fun is the IP rights is what gets a lot of people over there. The 2nd of June 2025 token generation event, under $500,000 market cap, been as high as 35 million. There you go. Let's go. I guess let's go over to their Twitter and see what's going on over there. Anyone know when Arrow and Vel become one? No, actually I don't. I didn't know that they were doing that. The Web3 Professional Network. Pin post from March 17th. Workplace verification is live. At 32,000 impressions on that. Work verification. All right. They have 363.7 thousand followers. And if I remember the project correctly, they were very much involved in like a LinkedIn, like a crypto Web3 LinkedIn for finding a job. What's the other one that most people know about that people look for jobs on? Say hello to a new way to find a job. Reveal your best job opportunities powered by AI. Find the jobs you have the best chance of getting interviews. I mean, it's pretty straightforward what it is. Now, I don't think that it's only Web3 related jobs, but it might be very much just because of where it's at, might be very much centered around Web3 AI development across, different blockchain technology type stuff. So that's very interesting. Not a whole lot to go over, right? I want to linger on it and give you some more depth, but I mean, that's really what it is. Not a whole lot more to say there. And it's been trending for the last couple of days. Obol Technologies. Have you ever heard of Obol? What is that about? Grateful for who? Even if I fail to trust you. Usually we get like those weird bots that come in on like when the video's over or pre-recorded videos, and they're just always like, insert whatever name, and they're just like, oh, so and so, they made me so much money, and then like a bunch of other bots spam chat under. I know you've seen them. That's an old thing. It's been around forever. They're trying to get somebody to go to they're trying to get somebody to read it and think that it's legit, and then like go to like a Telegram or something like that where they're going to scam you out of your money. Anyways, that's what that is there. Obol Network is a distributed consensus protocol designed for proof of stake Ethereum. We've been talking about Obol for a couple of days now. It doesn't look amazing, and we've only been talking about it because it's trending, not because we think it's great. The 5th of May 2025 token generation event, 2.6 million, all-time high 47.7 million. And let's go take a look at their X because I haven't been doing that as much lately. Let's do that while I hit this coffee. All right. So Opal secures and powers the Ethereum economy. Opal distributed validator, the end game of Ethereum staking. And this open claw, I've been seeing a lot of videos how to set up your claw bot, how to do a lot of those things. I'm going to dig into that a little bit. It's very interesting. Nethermind DM client Pluto is now public. Ethereum's execution layer. Okay. So it looks like they're building. Looks like they're definitely doing something here. Let's go to their website. Now, we took a look at this yesterday, I'm pretty sure. Advancing the infinite Ethereum economy. Opal secures and powers the Ethereum economy. So it's a lot about security. It's a lot about pushing the envelope forward for the Ethereum network and the staking in-game, which it says distributed validators on Opal are the most resilient, high-performing validators on Ethereum, offering significant upgrade to the legacy validator technology. Most staked ETH will live on distributed validators because Ethereum needs secure stake. This is why they represent the staking endgame. If that helps give you any more understanding of what they're talking about. The Ethereum economy is set to grow to trillions of dollars in value. I hope that's true. Very much hope that's true. The premier Ethereum staking offering for institutions. So you get what they're getting at. Very Ethereum heavy type of product here. Security and staking. And they have 31.4. I was going to say 3.4. 31.4 thousand followers. Not that big. The pop-ups on Crypto Rank are ridiculous. All right, Turtle. Turtle has been a while since we talked about Turtle here. Turtle is a Web3 protocol designed to help manage and distribute liquidity. And let's go to... All right, so we won't have to go to the weekly. The 22nd of October, 2025 token generation event. I remember when this project came out. 7.2 million right now, been as high as almost 36 million. Big disparity there. Take a look at how many followers they have over on Twitter. 211.6 thousand followers. Let's see, pin post from February 16th. Track everything, deploy better. From pre-deposit vaults to launch day. Yeah, they don't seem to get that much attention, although they have a good following. Then we can go to turtle.xyz, which this is what I remember about it, was their actual Web3 facing, website. Liquidity distributed protocol. So let's open the app. That's really what we want to see here. Access the best opportunities across DeFi. So this is what I kind of remember about Turtle, is it seemed like it was helping you find the best yield opportunities. And then you could do it all like within their product, kind of maybe move in and out of stuff. Sale, personalized agent says 30% APY. But then you come to like the breakdown and you go to, it says source USD APY 9%, which is already a good APY for USD. Base sale points and Turtle sale points, that's where you're earning a reward. I don't know how that configures very well, right? Like, what are those worth, and are they going to hold value by the time you go to, unstake and sell them? I don't know. That's a good. Katana's already on here, that's for sure. Getting estimated APR of 8.4%. And then, of course, if you hover over it, it kind of gives you the source. And you'll see it's not all just one place. You got CAT, native yield, CAT, DApp, incentives, and turtle shells. So you also have like different incentives wrapped up in there to boost up this APR number, is what it feels like. And those are the type of things that don't always, like reward points and stuff, they don't always hold monetary value that well. So by the time you get around to pulling, your stake, they might not be as worth as much as they were when you were calculating them. Is that the real Crypto Lifer? What's up, man? thanks for popping in. Says, love this guy. Back at you, man. I really appreciate that. That's really cool. Thank you, man. That just really made my day right there. Shout out to Sam, an amazing human being. I look forward to talking to you soon, brother. So then we got Zama, Blue Whale. We've been talking about that quite a bit lately. Camp Network is new on our radar. Yeah, we were talking, what was it? Probably, I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago. We were saying it'd be really cool if the Crypto Lifer popped in the chat at some point, and then it just happened. It just took a little while. That's what's up. And it's funny, he came in the chat and the views like boosted through the roof. I guess he brought like 10 people with him. That's pretty funny. Let's see, Solidius. Let's talk about Solidius. I don't want to derail the whole thing, but of course that definitely made my night. UG, remember we did it? Yeah, exactly. We were talking about, we were going to see how long it took for that to happen. And apparently it wasn't that long. It was just a couple of weeks and bam, there he was. The man, the myth, the legend, says Camsta. Awesome. Solidius AI Tech aspires to lead the democratization of AI, constructing the technologies that will foster safer and more interconnected communities. Let's take a look at when the token generation event for this token was. And it looks like the 11th of March 2024. Market cap 10.3 million. All-time high 215 million. So there you go. Big disparity between market cap and all-time high. I mean, you can see the chart right there. What does that look like to you? If you believe in this product, I guessed you'll never get a better buy-in right there, because how much farther could it fall? The answer, as I always say, is zero. Don't think because there's like 10 million and it's been as high as 215 million that it can't go to zero, because in this world of cryptocurrency, things absolutely can when they lose complete relevance. Let's go take a look at their Twitter. Kind of looks like it's rolling over, says Camsta. Hey Sam, is Sol going to drop some more tonight? Currently in a short. He's trying to. Look at that, Sam. They're trying to squeeze every bit of alpha on you, even when you just pop in a random chat. You the man. All right, friends, join the fun underground. Yep, exactly. Throwing that Discord. Thank you to my mods. I appreciate you for doing that. And I don't think Sam's still here. He might be, but I think he's probably gone now. He just popped in to say hi. He's a busy man. So 2026, where everything starts to click. As we move into 2026, the direction for Solidius AI Tech is clearer and more focused than ever. And this is a pin post from January 9th, got 39,000 impressions. Overall followers would be 466,000 followers. It says followed by Palau AI. If you know, you know. That thing didn't make it. I don't think that thing is ever coming back. But we'll hope, because I hold a very, very tiny amount of it, right? So just for me, I hope that it bounces back. Let's take a look at this AI tech, or Solidius, as they call it. I don't consent. Go away. Who knows what you're giving up when you consent to this thing? Powering AI and with Europe's first eco-friendly. Okay, so this is very much about Europe. I didn't know that about Solidius. Powering innovation with cutting-edge production. European regulation when it comes to like AI and crypto and stuff seems like they are really slow moving, and they keep everything in a chokehold so that they can, get as much money out of it as possible. Camsta says shameless. I know. Hey. I'm going to keep that to myself. All right. Scalable on demand. Access GPU resources only when needed with flexible pay per use billing. So it's an AI agent that you can use, and apparently they're charging you per use and not like a monthly thing. I think that's cool, because you might use it a lot at some times, and then maybe at other times you don't use it near as much. So the no-code platform for AI Agent Forge lets you create. And I think this is a direction that we are probably going to look at a little bit more with the channel. How to actually build AI agents and stuff. I've got a lot of research to do on it. I just keep seeing a lot of videos how to use the Claude bots, not Cloud, but Claude, and a lot of stuff like this. I'm really interested to see what all you could really do, how much it really costs you. I just got a lot of questions. I have an inquisitive mind. I got to go figure some things out. And it's just too much of a part of what we talk about all the time. I realized this the other day when it was like the third or fourth time I seen people, whether live or pre-made videos, talking about how to set up AI agents and stuff like that. And I was like, we talk about AI agents way too much for me to not know some of this information. So for one thing or the other, whether we actually set them up or I just have a little bit deeper knowledge about it, I'm going to do that. Camp Network also trending today. Let's take a look at it. Camp Network is a layer 1 blockchain for digital identity and IP and Web3. We see this narrative with a lot of coins, meaning there's high competition in this, niche or category for crypto coins. And it just didn't strike me that this coin was a big winner here. I mean, look at the chart. Token generation event, 27th August 2025. Market cap 5 million, been as high as 528 million. Fallen heavily from the graces. I mean, even if you want to kind of ignore this big wick, I don't know if it came out at 32 cents and dropped quickly, or if the day of, it's token generation, it went really high and then came back down. I'm not sure exactly what that's about, but it also was really low at one point, so maybe it started down here. Either way, you're below where it even had its lowest on the day that it came out. Again, if like one of these projects really is something you think is going to be amazing, maybe you think Camp is really the next future of something like that, of IP rights, you can't get it at much of a better price. That's one thing I will say. And if we are kind of bottom of a big bear trend or bear market even, or somewhere close thereabout, and you think this thing could come back, I personally don't put a lot of stock in it for this coin, but these would be amazing prices to buy. And let's take a look at their website real quick, just so we do our due diligence and people know what this is. Built for the future of AI and IP, things that go together, IP, rights, AI agents, agentic networks, whatever you want to call it, but they definitely go hand in hand. Camp Network, again, is a layer 1 blockchain built to modernize intellectual property, IP, infrastructure, and power the next generation of AI agents on verifiable IP. I've been talking about this quite a bit, a little bit more than usual, that, a big thing seems to be like before they're going to let AI agents really run, they really want to have a lot of framework of like tying it back to somebody, because somebody could just make them malicious. Now, regardless of what they try to do, there will be people who do malicious things, and they will find a way to get around having accountability. That's just how it goes. But for the regular everyday person who's not as savvy and sophisticated like me on how to skirt all of the, Overwatch, that's probably not the right word, security, I guess, let's say that. They want everything linked to an IP so they can prove who is who, which is kind of, like I said, that makes sense off rip. Like if somebody programs it to do something really illicit or really fraudulent, we should be able to figure out who they are so we can stop them from doing it, maybe even charge them if they stole a lot of money or something. But at the same time, you're also a lot of times linking your IP and stuff to bots that other people made and things. And what if they do something crazy? What if the people who coded them eventually decide they're going to do something crazy with them, and then somehow it's tied back to you? Now, of course, you're like, well, it's not my bot, but get that into a courtroom and then try to get these judges and people who are very old school, don't understand any of this. You basically, in a lawsuit type style, you're going to be at the mercy of whoever they consider to be an expert, and who knows who that is. You would think that like people who they bring into court cases for cutting edge technologies and stuff like that would have to really have some credentials and prove that they're an expert. But from what I've seen in a lot of people's dilemmas and cases, that is not the case. A lot of people consider themselves experts in a field that's very kind of undeveloped or fringe or not as known to the regular communities of science and stuff, and then so a lot of times they turn out to not really be the experts that they consider themselves to be. So I just wanted to throw that out there. All right, let's see. Shameless, I know. Yeah, there you go. Frank Gallagher is the man. Who is that? Is that Frankie? I hate CCP says I'm an expert pooper. Hey, I think by the time you hit a certain age, you gotta be an expert at that. I feel like he wouldn't be much of a crypto trader though. He might rug a meme coin. Huh. Frank Gallagher. That's not Frankie Candles, is it? I'm terrible with names, guys. It's probably somebody everybody's hitting that forehead emoji on me. But yeah, I don't really know who that is. Anyways, I'd need to see a picture of him. LaGrange Labs, I keep seeing this. We've talked about it a little bit. I don't remember ever being like super excited about this thing, but it is newer than some of these other coins, I guess. I remember when this coin came out, the 9th of July 2025, and it's cool to have done this live stream long enough now. I think it's about 6 months, maybe a little bit more, that we've been doing this live stream show, and now I can kind of be like, oh yeah, I remember when this coin came out. I remember when we were looking at certain coins before they ever even had their token generation event. It's a cool feeling to be on top of things at that level. Frank is the main character in Shameless. All right, yep, you lost me right there. Underground, that's a TV show. Yeah, I don't watch TV, so that's why I had no idea what you were talking about. Market cap, 44.2 million. All-time high, 349. Don't know where I was going with that. Million. So a big disparity, but not as big as some of these other coins that we've been looking at here. Shout out CryptoRank for the constant and never-ending pop-ups. I really appreciate them. You got to live in gratitude. I'm grateful, CryptoRank, that you give me pop-ups to click out of constantly. Practicing gratitude around here. You got to be grateful for everything. I hate CCP says we got too many meme coins. I got to be careful when I say your name. You're gonna get me like shadow banned on YouTube. I don't know how they feel about that. Cryptographic supremacy. Okay, or cryptography, I guess, in a nutshell. They have 103.4 thousand followers. For a project like this is actually a really good follower ratio. 1.2 million on this pin post. Now, one thing about pin posts and stuff, they don't always tell you if they've been boosted, and you can buy, this high viewership, right? Like if you go to my actual profile, you'll see that my pin post has 45,000 impressions. And then you go to any of my other posts and you'll see that they have far less than that. And they've been really low lately, more than low lately. Usually they're at least 20, 30, 40, right? See, let's find a good one here. Yeah, here's one, that naturally went to like 100 views. It's very hard to get past a lot of your crap posters on Twitter who are just posting absolute clickbait regularly. But anyways, my point was you can buy that. So like you could put, and 1.2 million probably wouldn't cost you as much as you would think. Let's see. I think I boosted my post for, I think like $25 and got like 46,000 impressions. So you could imagine, do the math there, probably for a big project, not that much money. What is it though? So the Lagrange protocol is a cross-chain infrastructure that enables the creation of generalized state, and we've been talking about state memory, right? Proofs, so generalized state proofs across all major blockchains. And you can see price action's pretty low. You had this crazy wick. Really took this thing down to nothing, down to like 16 cents. Huh. So is it trending in that direction? Oh wow. No, I just needed to move over. We're actually quite there. I remember I used to watch a certain channel in crypto, and they had this guy. I think his name was Mackie B or something like that. I don't know. He's some kind of somewhat. He plays piano and he does like charts, TA and stuff. And I've never watched him other than when he used to come on every morning at the stream. But he used to always say something that stuck with me. He said, that which gets wicked eventually gets candlesticked, right? And I guess what he's really saying is there's like a willingness to go. There's like a willingness to go there in the market. And it does look like it did play out. Took a few head and shoulders to get you there, but it did eventually play out. As you can see, kind of shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder even. And then of course shoulder, head, and shoulder. That's what I'm talking about. Took you a few of those to get you down to those prices, but it did eventually play out. Anyways, that's about all I got to say for this one. Moving on. Melissa says, just wondering. Says, hey, Underground Crypto, this LA token isn't the LA token from LA tokens from the past years ago. I think it is. I mean, I think that it is that. The way you wrote that just totally sent my mind for a spiral right there. It was like some kind of riddle. She says, the LA token isn't the LA token from LA token from past years ago. All right, I'm pretty sure that it is. I don't think, let's go. Let's search LA. I don't think that you have many other LA token. Yeah, I don't see any other LA tokens here. Yeah, just Lagrange Labs. So yeah, it is the same token. Why did you buy some of it back then? I hope not, because it's down a lot. I don't know how to say it. Okay. Try us and see if maybe we can understand you. The chat went away. I gotta try to get the chat back. There we go. All right. So, Sentient. We haven't touched on Sentient in a long time. Let's talk about it for half a second. Sentient is a protocol building the grid. So they've changed their description. It didn't used to say that. Open and community built AGI network via composable AI artifacts. There you go. Right over most people's heads. So what Sentient is all about is decentralized and transparent AI, right? And so they want like a collection of people to forward and advance AI reasoning and pretty much anything that falls into the realm of AI. But they really want it to be decentralized and transparent, I guess, to bring more trust into AI, because a lot of it, like Grok, ChatGPT, pretty much any AI agent, or AI, I guess they don't really call them AI agents, but I guess they somewhat are. Any AI that you can think of is pretty much owned by some company, right? And they keep a tight wrap on, you know, all of their stuff, because AI is very competitive. There's a lot of people just looking to kind of copy and hop into the business and stuff like that. And with AI, I guess it's easy to do. Anyways, my point is a lot of it is centralized, not decentralized. So Sentient is really the only project I see in that lane. We have a lot of AI projects, and when you think about a project, I haven't said this in a really long time, but I love to talk about putting them all into category, and then inside those categories having smaller niches. AI is a big category. So if you just take it on the surface value and you say, oh, okay, it's an AI coin, well, then you're immediately going to think there's a ton of competition. But when you dial into the niche, you're going to realize, oh, no, there's not a lot of competition in this small niche. How many people are aware of the niche? How many people care about that niche? How many people are looking to speculate and invest in that niche? If you're looking at the actual coin value, or getting a higher value, higher market cap over time, those are totally different things. But they do seem like they are building. So EvoSkill, teach your coding agent anything. Introducing Roma, Sentient wins AI Startup of the Year. So they have some accolades at Cypher 2025. That's pretty cool, actually. Research highlights at the frontier of reasoning. Our work focuses on building well-architected, reliable, self-improving AI systems towards a modular stack for open source AGI. Sierra, semantic embedding and reasoning agents, right? So they have all kinds of different things. Roma, a recursive open meta agent. I know you were just thinking this morning, like, man, I wish I had a recursive open meta agent, and they got that for you. I know that's what most people are thinking on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Open framework conducts deep web augmented reasoning, right? So open deep search, building the grid. And I think the grid is just kind of like a big web of all of these different things, right? And this is also very techy, so we could spend a lot of time on this, and I don't want to do that too much. Just kind of want to see what they were saying about their so-called the grid. I like this game style artwork. That's pretty cool. They have an arena. Let's get in that arena, guys. I guess we're already in like the crypto arena here on YouTube. Our queen, hope all is great and could rest from your long hours, I think is what he means. When will BTC go mainstream? Tomorrow. I know that's what you want to hear, and I wish I could give you that kind of bias and confirmation, but I have absolutely no idea. And then the other part of it is, what is mainstream, right? What do we consider in mainstream? We're like, a certain percentage of the population owns it, or knows about it, or cares about it. What are we considering mainstream here? Puffer Finance. we've talked about quite a bit. It's exactly what you think it is. It's just a financial tool, which are awesome. Puffer is an Ethereum liquidity staking supercharged by the EGN or IGN or INGN layer. I don't know how I'm supposed to say that. I have got a lot of different takes on it. But if you go to their website, you will see it looks like it belongs on Sui, is what I always say with the branding, the ocean. That's a very Sui thing, but it's not. It's on Ethereum. I don't know who made that decision. Wasn't me. And here's their Web3. You got staking vaults, DeFi bridges, the actual Puffer token, right? And it is what it is. There's not a whole lot to say. What I want you to take away from this actually has nothing to do with Puffer, but what a Web3 financial, token category project typically has to offer, which is staking, vaults for earning APY, DeFi, opportunities, stuff like that. A bridge, a lot of times a bridge just to get over to their product. A lot of times that's there. And so anytime you see finance, there's only really a few niche categories that are out there. Most of it's pretty much the same, but very necessary. Underground Wind Moon, LOL, exactly. Mainstream equals BTC at 10 trillion. Oh, okay. Well, I love how he has such a clear vision of what mainstream is. If I were to just guess off the top of my head, you probably got 10 years, 10 or more, 10, 12, 10 to 15 years. I know that's a 5-year gap. I don't see it happening that soon, but there's a lot of catalysts that could put it there much farther, much quicker than you would think. But I've noticed a lot of times we get way ahead of ourselves in crypto. I like to give longer timelines because we think things are going to move quickly and they don't. I mean, a lot of people back in 2019 were screaming adoption is here. They've been screaming it all the time, every top of every market. They've been screaming, this is it. Adoption is here. Bitcoin won't go down 90% anymore. All of these different things. And it's not proven to be true yet. One day they probably will be right. That's like a lot of your people that make a lot of, judgment calls and stuff like that, or prophetic calls and stuff. It's like they don't give timelines. They'll be like, XRP will be, down to 90 cents again or something like that. Yeah, in a bear market, of course. There's a high chance of that. When you don't put a time frame on it, who knows? Who knows when it's going to do that, right? All right, Sonic, which is a rebrand of Phantom. So Sonic, does it actually say it in the description? I want to make sure I'm right in this. Yeah, okay. Previously known for the Phantom network. So there you go. It's an Ethereum virtual machine layer 1 blockchain. Yep, developed by Sonic Labs. Was it called Sonic Labs before they rebranded? I don't know. Some of the rebrand stuff is something you talk about raising your crypto IQ. Think about rebrands and those kind of things. Are they as valuable to the project and crypto and community as they pitch them as, or something like Phantom? Everybody knew what Phantom was. I don't know what the point of the rebrand was. I think more people knew what it. I think more people knew what it was when it was Phantom than what it is now as Sonic. The 13th of January 2025 token generation event. Looks like 168.8 million in market cap, but it's been as high as 3.1 trillion. You got to think, when it was 3.1 billion, I said trillion, I meant billion. So when it was like 3 billion in market cap, it wasn't Sonic. It was Phantom, and people are going to remember that. That probably put it pretty high up the, by market cap chart at that time. And I just don't think the rebrand was a great idea. But I also am not dialed into their community. I'm not dialed into what they have going on. Phantom was, the little ghost in the wallet and stuff like that. It was very much their branding. Maybe they wanted to get away from all that. I feel like they probably could have did it without a full rebrand. 820,000. At the same time, if they really are serious and they really keep going with this network, in a couple of years, nobody will remember that they were ever Phantom. If they can get back into the limelight, the difference is when they were Phantom, I don't think they had as much competition as they do now. Now it's going to be much harder. They're going to have a lot better product to really shine, especially because they're not going to get the use of their previous branding, right? They could do very little and people would pay attention to them as Phantom. But now that they're Sonic, they got to work way harder. Vegas Claw, what's up, Vegas Claw? My fellow lifer, what's up? First time here. I'll bring all my gang next time. Sammy send me here. That's what's up. Blues, my boy. Yep. Yeah, Sam was actually here, Vegas Claw. So I appreciate you stopping by. And today marks the first day that I've ever had Sam in my chat before. That is a milestone for me. And it was funny because we were talking about that a couple of weeks ago, that would be a big milestone for the channel. And I've thought a couple of times of being like, hey man, can you pop in the chat and say what's up to the community? They would love it. And I never got around to saying that. And then it just naturally happened, which is the way I like it to be. So again, Helium and Dent, right? Dent was Dent trending today? It's been trending the last couple of days. Not Dimension, but Dent. Very much in the same vein. They've been trending. And shout out to Vegas Claw. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. I love all my lifers. And I was a lifer before I ever had a YouTube channel myself. And so I will forever consider myself a lifer, no matter where YouTube takes me. And of course, I love the live streams. I'm over there quite a bit. Trusta.ai. Although lately I've been... it's so stupid. I should just pay for the paid YouTube, but I don't want to pay for it twice. But my wife originally signed up, so her account has the no ads. And when I'm working or doing something where I have headphones on, you can't click it closed, right? If you don't have the paid YouTube. And so I tend to watch his stream and stuff a lot from a different YouTube channel. And then, of course, I don't comment because nobody would know who I was and things like that. And I'm busy. A lot of times I'm like on a ladder, painting, drywalling a garage ceiling or something like that. So it's a little hard to have your phone out. My phone would be absolutely destroyed and dirty all the time. Anyways, my point is that I'm there probably more than you realize. I just don't always get to watch from my actual profile that people are used to seeing me on. Chris Goes, another fellow lifer and reliable Jay. Look at that, 17 people rolling in. What's up, everybody? We are looking at what's trending in the market. If you're familiar with the channel, you absolutely know what I'm talking about. Trusta.ai. I think it's supposed to be like Trust-A-AI. Trusta.ai. Anyways, again, in the AI category, big category, a lot of competition. I don't know, did he send everybody over here? Were they live? What day is today? It's Wednesday, right? He does his members only meeting. That's usually on Thursdays. It's one of the things that doing the stream I miss the most is doing the Thursday night members only stream. That's what it is. I couldn't remember the name of it. It's how long it's been. I usually have to watch those after the fact, but I like being there live. Trusta Labs is an on-chain reputation layer for Web3. So there you go, 7 million market cap, 7.5, been as high as 66. Token generation event looks like, if I can grab it without zooming in, the 21st of July, 2025. And let's take a look at their website. So again, a lot of competition. I like to think of everything in categories. If you're going to be in a category like AI, you really need something to set yourself apart from everybody else, right? You don't want to just have the same rhetoric, because no matter how good your website is, it's hard for people to see you as somebody who stands out. So with Trusta.ai, it's been around for a while. That's why we always look at when the token generation event was. So redefine trust for AI era. Build trust, open identity network for AI and crypto. And again, we keep seeing this everywhere. When you keep seeing the same thing everywhere, it's telling you that there's rather a need for it in the market, or the idea is just really popular and they're kind of stuck on it. The website looks pretty clean. We've gone away from their Web 2, front to the Web 3 version application, as they like to call it, of their website. And media score is a monetary engagement, diverse identity age, right? And that's what you have, this media analysis. Looks like you're playing a video game. It's kind of funny. And total number of addresses. So they're going to give you a bunch of metrics. They're going to show you who they got in their ecosystem, protocols. You can search by different things like bridges, right? Alto, we've covered that quite a bit on this channel. Orbiter Finance, that's just there because somebody paid for it to be there. Never heard of it. Pheasant Network. That's hilarious. Yeah, a lot of jokes come up. Used to call people, when we were kids, we'd call people pheasants because it sounds like peasants, but we weren't actually calling them peasants. And yeah, it was just a dumb thing we did when we were kids. All right. A lot of things that you would recognize here. Horizon, Dex, Pancake Finance, Lena, Alto. or Alto. I always think it's such a weird way to say that. Anyways, I digress. But anyways, you're kind of wondering what, that's something I was just saying the other day. What's something that I say a lot? Anyways. I say anyways and like way too much. I got to try to delete those out of my brain. I'm trying to see what sets this thing apart, right? I'm trying to see why anybody would come to this project and they would say, oh, okay, this is the one, right? This is the one that's different than all the others in whatever niche category that they are, which I'm still trying to figure out exactly. It seems like the whole thing is about identification, which I told you is something in AI that you're probably not going to be able to get away from, just because of the bigger guys up there who govern everything. They're not going to allow all these AI agents to be moving around, and they can't track them. They can't see who's doing what. They can't hold anybody accountable. That's going to be a big problem, and it's probably the infrastructure that comes to that is probably a big reason why a lot of this stuff has not been allowed to move into mainstream as much as it could. So there you go. Alpha tracker. We have identification, wallets. Because of course you could track things back to wallets, but I don't know the ins and outs. Oh, look, they have their own little bubbles. That's cool. Mine network. Seems like there is quite a bit of thought outness to this website. I do like that. It does give me like some cookie DAO type vibes. What's going on here? Reliable J in the house. I think I already said that. Chris Goes, of course. Always shout out to all my lifers. Can anyone beat my super chat streak? I dare you guys. Hey, hype them up. Hype them up. I love that. Let's see. Audera, Alchemy, Puffer. It's funny, too, because Blues Guy, right when you did that, we started getting a lot more traffic to the stream. I think super chats, like how when a lot of people are chatting in the comments, it kind of pulls people in. When more of you guys super chat, the more it pulls people in. Or look at that, we got a super sticker. Thank you, Melissa. You're the best. I appreciate you. Best mods in the game out here. They're not only just mods who are amazing, but they also send super chats. Can't ask for better than that. See what kind of wallets you can add here. MetaMask, Binance, Coinbase. Okay, a lot of them that you can put on here. I kind of like this. I kind of want to go a little bit deeper with this, but I don't know if everybody feels that sentiment with me here. So what are we going to do? We're going to raise your crypto IQ, and I want to tell you guys a story about crypto. At the beginning, crypto was simple. And I mean, if you really go to where we are now to back then, Blues Guy says he noticed that too. Again, thank you, Melissa, for the super sticker. You guys are awesome. It makes me feel like you guys value what I do. Thank you for all the super chats. All right. At the beginning, crypto was simple, I think is actually pretty true. And we've been in our IQ raising event, I love to call it. Probably way too long of a title, but I'm keeping it. I would say that we definitely... Okay, what am I saying? So we've gone back a little bit to kind of beginning of crypto to set the stage, especially things like monolithic systems and how we got to where we are now. He says, I'm all over the place in the Flare network, says Melissa. Hey, she's deep in the Flare ecosystem. We got two Flare people in here all the time. All right. So anyways, let me move along. I was trying to say something, but it seemed redundant. I'm not going to bother. So let me tell you a story. At the beginning of crypto was simple. A blockchain was just one system. It processed transactions, it secured the network, and it stored all the data. Everything happened on the one chain. That's basically the definition of a monolithic blockchain. Everything happened in one place. That simplicity made it easy to understand, but it also created a problem. As more people began using these systems, they started to slow down, which was noticeable. Fees increased, also very noticeable, and transactions became more expensive. What's going on down here? Blues Guy order a Seeker phone today? I don't know, did he? And SparkDex is my love. I know I really want to get over there more. I have so many cool things I want to do every day. I actually remembered, Melissa, I don't know if you heard me earlier. I went and downloaded that game from Cross Games or whatever. What was it called? It was called Dungeon Cross, I believe. Something like that. Something Relic. I only played it for like 10 minutes, but it looked pretty cool. It was giving me some nostalgic vibes there for sure. I don't know how it ties into real crypto. I don't know if I can actually earn anything with it, but we'll get to that later. So anyways, as my computer's trying to freeze up on me, love that. Come on. All right, developers faced a difficult reality. Trying to do everything on one chain was creating a bottleneck. It was like trying to run an entire city using a single road. And we gave that analogy about networks being like highways, right? At first, it worked. But as the traffic increased, everything began to slow down. If anybody has watched any of my pre-recorded videos that I've been putting out, where I basically take what we've been talking about and package it up into, a less than 15-minute video so that you can go back over it and really drill these points into your brain and raise that crypto IQ for real, put a 111 in the chat if you've seen any of that stuff. Cool, I put the link in the Discord. Nice. Yeah, that's right. I think you did that yesterday, right? All right. So as traffic increased, everything began to slow down. So developers began asking a different question. What if we didn't need one system to do everything? What if we could break the system apart? Instead of one blockchain handling execution, settlement, and data, each responsibility could be handled by a different layer. Execution could happen somewhere else to optimize for speed. Sentiment could happen somewhere else, optimized for security. So we could break everything down. Data could be stored in a system designed specifically for availability. And then we could give everything its own little chain, basically the introduction of modular blockchain. This idea changed everything, right? Now, instead of scaling a single chain, the industry is building systems made up of multiple layers working together. Rollups handle execution. And again, this is really great innovation, but at the same time, it's more complexity. That means more things that could break, and the harder it is to put them back together. Base layers provide security, data availability layers ensure everything can be verified. Crypto is no longer just one chain, modular. It's becoming an ecosystem of interconnected layers, and this shift may define or redefine how blockchain systems evolve from here. Let's get to our talking points and get right into it while I have your attention. The monolithic model, right? Again, we keep talking about the early days of crypto and what it looked like for the tech. Monolithic models, Bitcoin, Ethereum. And I don't know how far Ethereum's gotten away from being a monolithic model and how much modularness they've added. But to my understanding, I don't think they've added a lot of modularness. I think they're still very much a monolithic model. Anyways, early blockchains were designed as monolithic systems. They handled execution, settlement, and data all in one place. This made them simple but limited scalability. The limits of one chain. So why was that a problem? As usage increased, monolithic chains struggled with congestion, high fees, and limited throughputs. Trying to scale everything in one place created a bottleneck. Yes, it's repetitive, but I want it to stick. The idea of separation. Developers began separating blockchain responsibilities. Instead of one system doing everything, different layers handled different functions. You add an execution layer where transactions are processed, smart contracts run, rollups often act as an execution layer. Settlement. So this ensures finality and security. It verifies transactions and maintains consensus. Data availability. This layer ensures transaction data is accessible for verification. And I believe tomorrow's stream is going to be all about data availability. It allows systems to remain secure without storing everything locally. Why this model scales better than, the traditional monolithic. All right, Reliable J put a 111 in the chat. He's been seeing my pre-recorded videos there, or the clips of these talking points. I think the thumbnails are great. Why this model scales better. By splitting responsibility, each layer can optimize for its specific role. This allows for higher throughput and better efficiency. Real-world architecture. Modern crypto stacks often look like rollups for execution, base layer for settlement, DA or data availability layers for data and verification. These systems often work together rather than independently. So the trade-offs, of course, is what you might think. It introduces complexities like fragmentation, things being broken apart, bridging challenges, and user experience issues. So it's very new tech, hasn't all been completely seamlessly worked out. Crypto is evolving from a single chain into a network of specialized layers working together. And so think about this, because this is a core insight in my opinion. If you have single chains becoming very specialized and modular within the chain, And then you have the interoperability or the interconnectedness of many of those different networks together. You start to have a very, very, very specialized place for almost everything in every network. It's kind of cool if you think about it from that perspective. Thumbnails are the best I've seen, man. Hey, I appreciate you saying that. Thank you. All right, so let's go back to where we were. I didn't want to get too far without doing those. I keep meaning to do the story right in the beginning of the stream, like right after the crypto bubbles, or maybe even before it. And I gotta keep doing that because I feel like some people maybe click on the stream in the beginning or they're watching it. It's more for when people watch the stream later on. Actually, all of the stuff like the crypto bubbles, if you watch my stream as a regular, pre-recorded video type thing 3 days from now, that stuff's not even going to be relevant to you at all. Kind of makes these videos hard to have a long shelf life as after they're live. That's what I'm saying. All right. So you've got 0x Protocol. Very grateful to CryptoRank for all the pop-ups constantly. I love that. Very grateful. 0x Protocol is a protocol that facilitates low-friction peer-to-peer exchange of ERC20 tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. So very specialized use case for this token. We're going to have to flip it to the weekly to find when this thing came out. It says the 25th of February, 2029. No, not 2029. 2019. Way to mess that up. All right, 90.4 million. Been as high as 1.9 billion. So at one point it was a really big project. It's lost pretty much all of that. Very common, the way that value cycles and flows through cryptocurrency. Just wanted to touch on it. I don't think it's really worth going deep on. Talking points are great, long shelf life. Yeah, talking points have a long shelf life. Not so much these live streams. Unless people have enough thought to just click past the trending, just skip the trending stuff and get right to it. But at that point, I've already clipped out the talking points for them, right? All right, let's go to, here we are, the 25th of October, 2025 token generation event for this Limitless token. Probably should introduce the token first. Limitless Exchange is a decentralized prediction market platform. There you go. That tells you everything you need to know. It was as high as 152 million. Now it's only 17.5 million. And with that, we've really done our due diligence on what is going on here in the land of what is trending. Now let's come back to CoinGecko and let's take a look at top gainers, top losers. So, top gainers of the day is the strategic oil supply. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. You just can't make it up. It's not even a lot of money either. Probably just because the token is so small. When you have a really small token, it gets a little bit of influx of some people with a little bit of money. It could give you pretty high percentages on the 24-hour or the week. Doesn't really mean that there's a lot of money in it. Let's see what its actual market cap is. 146.8 million. It's pretty decent. Looks like it's been much higher at some points. 5 billion in volume when this thing first came out. I always talk about it. Reminds me of USOR, which is another Solana meme coin about oil. I don't think they have any relevance, and I don't think the people who really look at prices of oil and trade oil, I don't think that they really care that much about it, to be honest with you. What is that? What is that? Electronium. Okay. I don't know why I was making that difficult. Let's go to the max chart here. Zoom in. What is going on? Very laggy. And it says November 7th, 2017. Wow. It's been a while since I read something with a token generation event that far back. 25.4 million in market cap. What the heck is this? Let's go to its Twitter. It's got to have like 1 billion followers, right? It's been around forever. Only 125,000 followers. It's a layer 1 EVM compatible blockchain. Single block, 5-second finality, ultra low fees. We are one of the greenest blockchains on earth. You can tell how old they are because they have this green narrative built into their whatever, their summary, their about me. The right word's not coming to me. But anyways, we've long stopped caring about that in crypto for now. Lightning fast, sustainable, ultra low cost. It's a layer 1. Get involved. Give them your money. Yeah, the whole environment narrative I think is really dumb. Ocean One Foundation. All right, moving on. Super old. I don't think that's worth talking about. No idea why it had a little bit of a pump today. And did it, when you look at the max chart, it doesn't look that amazing. But today it went from 0.0096 to where it is now at 0.0014. So it basically removed a zero. It's kind of cool when coins do that. So engine coin, it's a lot of times it's like meme coins when they're like, if this coin drops a zero, you'll be up this much. Like dropping a zero on a meme coin with a 0.0000 or something like that is a lot of meme coin lore, meme coin hype. Engine coin, that's not new. And you go from 120% in 24 hours with a top gainer to like 50 to 20, and then anything under that is just kind of like, okay, it's up 10 to 9%, 10% on the day. It's not amazing. It's not really worth going over. I've joked about this comedian token quite a bit. Ticker BAN, the project's comedian, just a banana taped to like the wall. It's down 51.2%. I guess people didn't think it was all that funny because they're dumping it, right? Now, Lombard has been pumping a lot lately. Let's pull it up on, say, the 7-day. Wow. This thing had a hard dip from $1.08 to 58 cents. It really feels like most things got crushed because basically there was no change in interest rates, right? We didn't cut basis points today. All right, let's see what's going on here in the world of crypto. Give me all the relevant cryptocurrency news from today, and then give me the most important cryptocurrency-related things trending on Twitter today. All right, let's see how good of a job ChatGPT does with this. I almost feel like we should do this and then take this exact same prompt. Let's do that. Let's take this exact same prompt, and let's go to Grok and see how different of an answer it gives us on Grok. All right, we got both of those going. We'll do the ChatGPT stuff first. All right. So Bitcoin XRP fall, and how far of a fall did it actually do? Crazy, nothing to do with oil, exactly, Blue Sky. Melissa showing off those custom emojis. If you want some of those custom emojis, maybe consider becoming a member. If you haven't, no music. Thank you very much for saying that. And your reward for saying that is I play your favorite song. That's your guys' reward for reminding me. You also could just tell me to start the music over at any point, and I'll do that for you as well. Dang, I got like a fresh soda drink and totally forgot it. All right, you guys can hear the music now, I hope. There's like a 30-second, it's more like a 15-second lag here. So Bitcoin XRP fall. Crypto markets get what they expected from Fed Powell. Yeah, we sure did. Can't wait for him to get the heck out of there. And not crypto related, but come on. How do you renovate a very small building and get up to like $1 billion? Like, and people are like, he's not stealing. Yes, he is. You don't just have a renovate. You could build whole giant buildings for $1 billion. He's renovating a building that's already built. What the heck are they doing? Are they building an underground bunker in the dang thing? I'd be really surprised if they didn't have an underground bunker already at the Fed. You know what I mean? Building where he is. So weird. And then, like, not to make it political, but then they had a ruling from a judge that nobody could investigate it. What? That makes no sense. It makes no sense. And if you really get into the technicals of it, what's needed for a subpoena for things like that, there's literally no qualification for a subpoena. All they have to do is want information. That's it. There's no real probable cause for wanting a subpoena. The whole thing is nuts. It just seems like people protect the fraud and the fraudulent people are just protecting themselves. How do you get a renovation up to $1 billion on a building that it's not even worth $1 billion? Probably crazy. And the building might be worth $1 billion. I don't know, but it still seems like way too much money. Anyways, getting off of that, I'll be glad when Palau is out of here. Bitcoin gets a slight boost after Fed maintains its interest rates. Did it though? Didn't seem like the market responded positively there. Usually it gives me more than 3 stories. Crypto exchange Kraken freezes IPO plans. Okay, CoinDesk reports, so they've slowed down on that. Going to go through this pretty quick. XRP just had a major institutional breakthrough. Spot XRP ETF approved. Why this is a big deal. So did we see that in the price? Did we see that in the price for XRP? I mean, XRP pulled back for sure. It was, what was it? What did it top out at here? $1.60. Now we're back to $1.46. Let's see. What is this? Go away. No, thank you. Let's go to the 24-hour. And you're down 3.7% on the 24-hour there. So regulatory uncertainty. I mean, I think it's been quite some time since XRP really felt like it was regulatorily uncertain. Regulatorily. I don't think that's a word, but I like it. Europe cracks down on crypto laundering. Again, Europe is always hard on anything because they want to control absolutely everything. And it all's got to be under the thumb of the country, you know, or the state. Well, I guess they don't have states. Under the government. It needs to be under the thumb of the government, basically. Or nobody cares. 1 billion must be solid gold, or the contractor is his nephew. Just kidding. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Ron, come do this drywall with me. 10 pieces left to go. Reliable J. I wish I could come help you do that drywall. Where you are, it's cold too. Drywall takes forever to dry in cold weather. It's terrible. Kraken IPO delayed. All right, Ethereum price update. Okay, we did that ourselves. What's trending on Twitter? This is actually more what I'm in this for. Is the breakout or a fake out? That's what everybody wants to know. And then it had a pullback, so everybody's gonna feel like it's probably a fake out. Dead cat bounce, anybody? And they can ride that dead cat bounce thing for a really long time because you could just look on bigger and bigger time frames. Macro versus crypto native war. 2 camps on X. Fed pause, liquidity coming back soon. Next move is up. Bear case, inflation is still high. No rate cut, risk asset cap. XRP ETF hype. Massive buzz around XRP. Finally made it. Expected short-term hype cycle, maybe. I don't know what they consider to be short-term. Liquidation heat maps and leverage talk. Traders posting liquidation charts. Market maker manipulation takes. Of course, it's ridiculous. Market flushed longs before the real move every single time. It's what we call a dolphin dip. Altcoin rotation speculation. People hunting the next 100x AI plus DPIN mid-cap runners. They didn't give us a list though. Crypto still tied to war and politics. I mean, I guess seems very self-serving if you ask me, and not very real. But okay, crypto winter versus a super cycle debate. I don't know. If you were in a super cycle, maybe you would just have like a really large pullback and not a full-on bear market. So big picture, crypto is still macro driven, market still in indecision mode. The other day they were talking about the decoupling from the stock market. Is that still going on? Leverage is controlling short-term moves. Exactly. All of this, perpetual contract trading and stuff like that is certainly hurting things, if you ask me. Wow. Well, Grok gave us a lot of information. They didn't link as many actual articles and stuff. I'm trying to see how this stacks up against using ChatGPT. So far, I like ChatGPT better because it gave me like more straightforward stories and stuff like that. It summarized a lot more. Here, I don't feel like reading all this, and I doubt you want to hear me read it all. Please summarize. Make the AI do the work, right? Work smarter, not harder. Bitcoin's trading around this price. That's not the type of things I want to know. When I talk about news, like where Bitcoin's at is not news. I could figure that out in about 5 seconds on just about any platform. I could whip out Coinbase on my phone. Like, that's not what I'm talking about, Grok, when it comes to news. Key regulatory developments continue to dominate headlines, like the SEC and CFTC issued joint guidance classifying most crypto assets, as digital commodities rather than securities. That's bullish. This covers activities like staking, minting, wrapping, and airdrops. A major win for the industry. Okay, that's cool. Ongoing decisions around crypto market structure bill. That's, of course, going to be a lot of talk until it's done. MasterCard's acquisition of stablecoin firm BVNK. I don't really recognize the ticker on that project. Institutional accumulation, MicroStrategy always accumulating, nearing BlackRock as the largest BTC holder. And broader markets, Solana stablecoin liquidity at records, altcoin mixed with some Pepe, Link, and others. Okay. Massive price dip, we saw that. Regulatory win and bill hype. Pi network upgrade. Official Pi Core team announces of the mainnet upgrade to Protocol 20, enabling smart contract foundations. Highlights repost as community sees it as a major utility milestone. Are people who mine Pi in the early days, are they really going to get a big win here in the long term? I don't know. Depends on how long term you're talking, right? Giveaways and airdrops. Viral Bitcoin giveaway. One BTC to one winner from self-proclaimed billionaire. Yeah, but did they actually give it away? I see those all the time. Shout out to whoever won it. If somebody actually won that, good on you. But I would also say there's like a million scams for every one person actually giving anything away. Institutional and whale moves. There you go. Talking about MicroStrategy again. All right, I think that kind of wraps up the news here. Don't you guys feel that way? And it is rolling into 10 o'clock. We are over an hour and a half of streaming on a Wednesday. Still showing up for the community. Big love to everybody who's here with me. Let's roll into some kind of game to break up the intenseness of all of this thinking that we've been doing. As usual, I'm just going to kick off a game because there is a little bit of a delay in the stream. I think it's like 15 to 30 seconds. I don't know where 16 came from. It's exactly 16 seconds. I timed it. No. If anybody wants to play, just throw it in the chat. I'll invite you. We're rolling into the underground crypto hangout part of the night, and we are still glad to deep dive anything, talk about anything, get into something. This is the part of the stream where the community really gets to decide where we go from here. And I wish that you guys would take that a little bit farther, right? Ask more questions. Let's talk about what you guys want to talk about. That was originally the whole point of this, was not just to play DeFi games, even though I love DeFi games, or DeFi gaming, but it's also very much to give everybody a time in the show where they can ask questions. They can kind of say, hey, let's go look at this. And who knows, we could wind up deep diving something for an hour just because somebody asked about something. So I just want to always say that this is very much a community for the people. And I want everybody to feel very at home to asking questions or things that they're interested in, things that they want to look up. Well, he's not going for that health, is he? Got him. Pippin just shot up on the 1 minute. Okay, how much of an increase was that? We could always pop over to TradingView and take a look at some charts. Wow. The surfboard got right in my way. That's crazy. Yo, why can I not hit that guy? Driving me nuts. There must be a lag going on here. It only takes a slight lag for this game. Yeah, there is a definite slight lag on this game. I hate that. Because then all of a sudden, like, you can't hit anybody at all. Like, at all. Got him. Got him. 2 for 2. Can I get another one? Oh, got another one. Why do I feel like there's only 2 people on our team? Oh, there is. He's over here. No, Reliable J. I'm still saving it up to hit the 10K for boxes. We're going to do that just because you said so. I'm not even halfway there yet. UG, so when you stake your FXRP on Firelight, they give you the equivalent in STXRP. Right. So you staked it one time and you're earning. You can restake your STXRP and or swap them for FXRP and loop the stake over. I just did this, so yeah, it's possible. Yeah, and I feel like you made it a little complicated at the end. Basically, if you can stake XRP, your FXRP, right? So you wrapped it in the Flare ecosystem, your XRP. They gave you FXRP. Then you stake that, you're getting a yield. And then they give you STXRP. And then you stake that somewhere else, or you wrap it to something else and stake it. Same idea. Then you are double staking one asset and earning double yield. Then you are restaking, right? Then you are actually restaking. And I'm at 4.1 thousand scrap. We're trying to get to 10,000 and open 10 at one time. I don't think I've ever done that, to be honest with you. Let's invite the Reliable J. Let's invite the Blues guy, or I could invite Camsta, whoever wants to play. And we'll kick it off. We got one more slot open for anybody who wants it. Games are quick. They're like 3 minutes. We would be very grateful if all crypto enthusiasts would press that like button. Absolutely, we would. The same applies with Flare. Yeah. Then he says, wait. Oh, I was too fast on you. You're going to have to catch the next one. I did that on purpose to get you to be ready for the next round. They're 2-minute games, so it's not like I'm keeping you waiting too long, right? All right. Wow, this person's like just sitting there while I... All right, Blues guy, he's joined the group, but I don't think he's in... I don't think he's in our party right now, but he'll be on the next one. And this is cool because we can actually play with people in the community. That makes it far more fun than just watching me play something. Bang. Got him. And we got the machine gun. Oh, he's running. He better run. Ooh, can I get a 2 for 1? Oh, missed him. Bang. It's annoying. I always get him down to like less than 100 health and then can't hit him. Like I literally put all shots on point a lot of the times. Get him down to like less than 100 health. Can't hit him. It's wild. Doing pretty good here, 6-0. We're like about to have a perfect game here. Bang. They always know perfectly when to stop to not get hit by your shot. That's why I think they're bots. All right. Oh, got him. All right, we successfully stole their weapon. Took one of them out. Bang. Oh, man. Almost got that extra kill. New phone. I have to download. Now he says Blues guy. He's ready. All right, let's get in there. Let's add Blues guy. Trying to get to 10K scrap points so we can open 10 boxes of NFTs at a time. Reliable J's idea. All right, everybody's in, everybody's ready, and give it a second. So sometimes if I hit play too fast, it'll like not bring somebody with us. All right, we should be good. We got the dream team ready to go. Can't wait for Panzer Dogs to do, you know, some innovating, some upgrading. Like where's our leagues and, you know, challenges? I don't know. the word that I'm looking for. I want some competition. Some like 3v3 team competitions where like you have to come in as a team right from the get-go. I think that would be pretty cool. Reliable J's got a pretty cool looking tank right there. One thing I haven't been able to get in like a long time is some more tank parts. It's like in the beginning I got this really cool like rare tank, and then I've gotten a lot of even epic skins and paint jobs and stuff, but then I can't seem to get anything else. Got him. Back to full health and we're ready to rock. Let me help out Reliable J over here. Crash out over here, take out the enemy. Get that assist. He thought he was gonna get me with that. No thank you. Boom. 2 health, man. What kind of luck is that? You get to have 2 health. Bang. Like, don't shoot at me. I have barely any health. Got him. Run back over here. Top off that health. We're cooking them. I never even looked to see if we got a perfect game last time. Blues guy got disconnected. Shout out to that Canadian internet, which is never very good, it seems. I don't know. My son plays with his friends in Canada online all the time. So maybe it's just where you're at. Ooh, he's trying to corner me. No, not to corner a dog. Got that dog in me. I bite back. Don't corner a dog out here. Guess he had to learn the hard way. Who thought you could talk smack via a simple game like Panzer Dogs? Let's see if we can get Blues guy back. Melissa's got her popcorn. She loves to watch us play this game. And let's see what we got as far as some scrap. 440. All right, that wasn't amazing. On my TV screen, I want to look at who got top dog. Invite Blues guy back to the mix. Let's try that again. It was me. 7 kills, top dog. Whenever the internet cooperates, I can get top dog. All right, so we're halfway there. We got 5.1 thousand. All right, Blues guy back in. Let's see if his internet can handle it, because he's got to plug his phone directly into his router. I don't even think you could do that. It's funny, I have my router in my office, and I see like no difference between using the Wi-Fi and plugging. I have a cord for a direct connection. Can't tell the difference at all. If anything, sometimes I honestly feel like the direct connection to the computer makes it worse. Just confuses the computer. It's like we're not used to this at all. Bang! Oh, that was such a good shot. When you start the game, I know exactly where to fire that missile. They're all gonna be hanging out in one area. Bang! What? Just watched my shot go right through the enemy. Definitely getting a lag. All right. The missile, definitely one of my favorites. I used to really love the machine gun. And the flamethrower is cool, but you got to get way too close. Like way closer than you think you do. You will think you're close enough to hit him with the flamethrower, and you'll waste the entire thing and not hit a thing. All right, we got both people in, and it's actually working. Doesn't seem like Blues guy is getting kicked. And I just want to remind everybody who's here with me, all my undergrounders, that I really love what I do. I love coming on here and streaming with you guys. I love talking everything crypto, trying to raise your crypto IQs. Like, I'm having a lot of fun. Just want to remind everybody. I do have a lot of responsibilities on a daily basis, and I very much wish I could hang out in the Discord with everybody all the time. But it's just very hard on a daily basis for me to do that. Today is kind of a prime example of that, where I started off in the morning, I hopped in there, and then it wasn't long before I had to run off. But I just want to remind everybody that we are still a crypto family, in my eyes anyway. You can see anything however you want to see it, right? Can't force nobody to agree with me, but that's how I feel about it. All right, everybody hold that thought there. We're going to play some more. Just give me a minute. Let's hop on to something different for a couple minutes. We'll come right back to that. Ooh, I caught something. And one thing I really like about Fogo fishing, I'm really liking Fogo fishing, all right? They've added some cool features into it that I think are cool because it's not really a game. It's more of like, I guess, a miner where you're mining this fish token. But there's a lot of things that I like about it. I'm trying to get to level 25 so I can get whatever this 2000X is. That would be really cool. So, you know, we have Mythical is a 25X, Legendary is a 100X, Lunker is a 500X, and when you get to level 25, you will see what is a 2000X. A new bait available in the shop. Let's immediately go try that out. Scented Dough. So you unlock all of these at different times, although they all cost the same except for the Scented Dough costs a little bit more. We'll hit it with that. Let's see. And the cool thing that I want to say is I realized that when I open up my wallet that actually all these fish that you catch are actually NFTs, like they're individual NFTs, and they show up in your wallet. It's really cool. I've had all kinds of different trouble, honestly, from different things. Games that claim to have NFTs, but they don't show up in your wallet and stuff. Fogo did a really good job at this, and I really like it, even if they're never worth anything. And then, of course, like, so you're fishing, you're mining these fish. We need to continue upgrading here. Let's go ahead and move from 20 to 21. And let's throw our lure on and see if we could actually catch something cool while we're doing it. It's like the best lure you could get. Anyways, so you're kind of mining, but it's been gamified. It's a lot of fun. You got like a bait shop. I really like where they're going with this. This rolled into, you know, season 2, and they upgraded a lot of things. It has halvings, and because it has halvings, I'm really hoping that, you know, price will appreciate on this thing. It doesn't have to appreciate much for it to be a big deal to me. So at first, your fish tokens are unprocessed. Of course, you've heard me talk about this, and now you can come in here and process them for only $1. Before it was like $10, which really kept me from doing it. I don't even have $1 in here anymore. After all my upgrades, I'll have to move some stuff over. Also, it's very easy. It's connected directly to like my Soulflare wallet, but it's separate. So I can come over here and go to transfer in, and I moved all my USDC over. I'd have to go into Soulflare, swap Solana for USDC, and then move it over. But it's very easy. You just literally put how much you hit transfer in, you put how much money you want to transfer in, and it goes directly over. So it's almost like you have 2 separate wallets within one wallet. And then, of course, the big takeaway here is in sessions, you can update it and stay logged in for up to a week at a time. And that's pretty cool. Apparently, I need to log into my Soulflare wallet. All right, I'll do that at another time. Seems to be working just fine here. But anyways, I'm really enjoying this. Let's hop over to Chainers real quick. Reliable J says crazy lag. I don't know when he said that. Was he talking about the game? All right. I was making sure he wasn't talking about the microphone there. All right, let's hit the Atom Caster for our free item here over on Chainers. All right, another seed, another day, another free seed. The one-time use seeds I don't see anything to do with them except for to save them up, merge them together, make them like a super rare or high level, high rarity seed, and then grow them, I guess. Fuzzy food, okay, so it's sheep food. I have a reindeer and I have chickens, but I don't have a sheep. I don't have a pig. I don't know when I can get those or how I can get them. And what do we got? Okay, we did the daily rewards. Go to missions. Yeah, I knew we had some immutable X gems to open. Immutable gems. No idea where to use them, but I am noticing immutable in a lot of different games, ecosystems and stuff. They've tied themselves in there. I don't know what they bring to the party. Like, I don't know what they offer, but it's cool nonetheless. Let's go to the farm. See what we got going on. I finally built up to the point where I have a rare food to grow, which are these sweet potatoes, and I have a rare plot of land. So to kind of show you right here, I'm going to harvest this black lotus, and then I'm going to pick up this basic. See how it's just, you start with a cardboard plot, right? And then I'm going to pick it up because in my merge, I actually have another plot, basic plot that I got the other day. And so then it takes 10 of these fertilizers to actually upgrade it, and 25 CFB. So keep that in mind. If you do play this, if you get fertilizer, you don't want to use it because you could use the fertilizer to speed up the things that you're growing. I wouldn't use it that way. I'd stack it for when you want upgrades. I think it's a better value here. Then we have strawberries. And you'll see some of the seeds that you get are like, you can grow them over and over and over. But sometimes right here, they'll have a little triangle with a number in them, usually a 1. And that's how many times you can grow those seeds, right? All right, so we're upgrading to a rare strawberry, which is pretty dope. That's the second rare item to grow that I've gotten here. We got broccoli to merge. Do we have other stuff to merge? Okay, and then we have these marigolds, which are one time. So then we have, so that's all for the things you can grow over and over. And then you have these one-time grows. See the triangle with a 1 in it? You only can do them one time. So I just save them up and then merge them into more rare items. Hopefully it'll be worth more. So there you go. Now we have uncommon marigolds, and we can merge that together for a rare marigold. And it's all about just getting better stuff so that when you sell them into the market thing, you get better stuff, right? Get more money. So you can earn the in-game currency CFB, you can earn Polmatic, a layer 2 on Ethereum, and BNB, aka Binance Smart Chain, for anybody who knows. And we'll upgrade these as well. I guess I haven't done this in a while because I got a lot of stuff to upgrade. Yeah, in the game. Yeah, and it's funny, the lag comes and goes. Sometimes you'll start off no lag, big heavy lag in the middle, and then by the end of it, no lag again. And so you never know what to expect there. All right, let's put down our newly minted uncommon. So these reds are uncommon. I don't want a chicken. I've been trying to upgrade those chickens for forever, and like I just can't seem to get what I need. Let me go look here. It doesn't show me. Yeah, I don't know why they're lagging here on this. I should be able to upgrade these chickens. Oh wait, I've got more stuff to merge? Cool, so I had to refresh it. Yeah, now we can have a rare broccoli. So I think it's cool just to move up and be able to maybe potentially make a little bit more. It's not really so exciting when they're the one-time grow stuff. I'm probably just going to keep stacking them and pretty much never grow them. I do like that they don't charge you anything to merge those, though, because I would never want to, like, waste resources on them. I don't think I've ever gotten anything past rare. But anyways, shout out to a DeFi gaming mechanism where you actually can earn something, right? So many of them, you can't actually earn anything. Because I can come right over to this stand, choose BNB, what I kind of choose to farm here, put everything in, hit sell. It'll give me an estimate of how much I'm going to get. Remember, BNB is worth a good bit of money, so it's going to have a lot of zeros because these are just digital items. They're not really worth anything. Looks like I just... Does this start in different seasons? Oh, I just leveled up. Okay. And these points that I got. All right. Anyways, Pol, CFB, BNB, and then I can drop down. You can see my wallet. I've got 0.0083. I don't even know what that's worth. But I do know that it's free and I never spent any money on the game. Now I have quite a few different rare items. This is really cool. I didn't have any of that stuff prior. I'm going to save my one-time use stuff. Try to get something higher than rare. Let's see, can I do that? Let's go back to here. Nope, wrong thing. Let's go to all. Wow, we are way down at the bottom of that list. Yeah, let's see. We can actually get an epic marigold. And they're not going to charge me anything to merge it. I'll take it. So I don't think I've ever had an epic anything before. It'd be cool to get like an epic, like an actual one you can grow over and over. That would be pretty cool. Or to get an epic plot would be really cool. I need another rare plot. I guess I could merge these two into a rare, right? I'll have to do that next time. I don't know why I didn't think of that. Anyways, we'll move along. We will move along here. Let's do our Robinhood testnet. Takes only a second to do here. And they put it all in one place for us, which is nice. We're going to hit the GM. We went really deep into this the other day. That was a lot of fun. I showed you a lot of other places where you can do a lot of transactions. Hit deploy. A lot of them were like 7 things in one. I thought that was really cool. I need to actually have those on demand here pulled up. I'll have to pull those up another time and re-find them. I don't even remember how we found those things, or originally did. Let's see, has anything new been put in our airdrop section? I don't really think anything has. All right, there we go. So, snapshot for Season 1 apparel has been taken. Congrats for all who participated. Wait for the update on the tokens. I started doing that, and then I didn't. It's actually Perlie, I think. Perle. I started doing that, and then I hadn't done it anymore. Now I wish I had, because they took the snapshot, right? Revoke your token approvals on over 100 networks. Revoke.cash. Right. Moving along here. And you can deploy a smart contract literally as many times as you want. I try to do it at least 2, 3, 5 times. I hope that helps me out in the long run. In an airdrop, you never know what they're looking for, right? You really never know what they're looking for. Now, there was another thing. What was it called? Super or something? I forget what it was called. Superboard. Yeah, that's what it is. Where they have a little campaign going on with different things for you to do in the Robinhood testnet. I've pretty much done them all unless they finally updated it. There was one that said, you know, coming soon. So all of them completed. Oh, they got rid of it. There was like a 5th one that said coming soon, and now it's just not even there. So if you haven't done all of these for the Robinhood testnet, I think it's probably worth doing for sure. Robinhood testnet exploration. This is superboard.xyz. You might want to check that out. What else were we messing around with? I just got tired of this game. I thought this game was really dumb. It was like they wanted to engage. They wanted to farm some engagement. This is supposed to be a robot fighting game to come out, and we haven't seen the actual robot fighting game yet. You can see it's been like, what, 4 days since I checked in on this thing. All right, go back home. I'm sure I'm bottom of the barrel here for the leaderboard, which has 3 days left. I have 0 because I haven't played it at all. I'll play 1 round just to show you what it is. It's just boring. And honestly, the game is really not very good. What, they made it extra small? Maybe I did that. Oh man, they just keep, every season, I swear, they keep making this thing faster. What is up with it? Too fast. They're just trying to make it harder, I guess. Alright, this is my favorite thing you get in here is this triple shot. Keep it going. Dang, it lagged. Like, I moved and it just lagged. Anyways, I probably could zoom in here. Okay, yeah, I definitely could zoom in. Anyways, game sucks. It's boring. I'm just going to go ahead and say it for what it is. See what that do for me on the leaderboard. I jumped a lot from 0 points to 325. Your top guy here has got like 152,000. He must play every single day. I don't know if he expects a big giveaway. Maybe there's a big giveaway coming here. Hopefully I get something for my participation. But so far, I don't know. Just get the real game out and stop with this this crappy game that you got going on. All right. Let's play at least one more round of Panzer Dogs. I'll invite Blues Guy, give it a moment to come in. We are over 2 hours streaming on a Wednesday night. Shout out to all my people. We do this 6 days a week. It used to be 7 days a week, but I need that extra Sunday to get things right in my resale business. I'm still looking to launch my other live stream. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to. I have to. So probably that stream's probably going to be early. I don't expect anybody to come over to that stream. It's a totally different niche, right? If you're not into reselling, then you're probably not going to want to watch that stream. But definitely for anybody who's looking to make a couple extra dollars, if you have that kind of thing available for you. Melissa said the 2 hours came quick. Yeah, it's funny. Some days, like, I hop on and the next thing you know, it's been 3 hours and I can't believe it. And sometimes, like, I'm just, for whatever reason, time drags by. And it's been, you know, an hour and it feels like 3. So you never know. Reliable J says he needs to move to Florida. Come on down, man. I welcome you, man. I'd love to hang out with Reliable J. Andy's a mechanic. There's always people asking about where to get their car fixed. Everybody is so unreliable around here as mechanics. My car's in the shop now, and it's taken, oh man, just to have the shop communicate with the, you know, representative from the insurance and get an adjuster to come to the dealership. It's been like a week, and it's like, what the heck, man? An adjuster, it's just been very poor service. Really ridiculous, really stupid. They've been really good to us most of the time, but, like, you know, sometimes people are just not on their game, and honestly, they suck. And that's how the person handling our case has been this time around. I think it's because it's related to something that happened a while ago, little fender bender my wife got into, and I think they just don't want to pay for anything else attached to that claim, right? But they really, you know, well, I was gonna say Blues Guy. Reliable J will know what I'm talking about. There was a fender bender and they didn't flush the AC, and so there was obviously some broken particles that got pushed around the entire AC system and damaged a bunch of things. I've had a rear core evaporator. You know, now they want to do the front evaporator. I had to pay for the rear core evaporator out of pocket. That sucked. I should be refunded for that, because it all stems from the fact that they didn't flush the lines on your coolant, not coolant, but like refrigerant. And because they didn't do that, there was like little particles of broken stuff in there that messed up like everything in the system. So I mean, like, once you replace the rear evaporator and the front evaporator and a couple other items that have been replaced, like, the whole system's like dang near brand new. So obviously something went around in that system and broke stuff. My car is not that old, so. Very hot there. The armpit of Florida. Yeah, it's hot and I love it. I love when it's just stupid hot. You just go inside and it's super nice, and you forget about how hot it is in the middle of the day. Just like for a couple hours in the middle of the day, we hide from the sun. But other than that, the very middle of the day, it's a lot of fun. Home of the Florida State Seminoles, and yes, I'm a Seminole. Nice. Flush for the win. Yeah, says Reliable J. I know what he's talking. I know he knows what I'm talking about, I'm sure. See you in the Sunshine State, bro. Yeah, Blues Guy. Blues Guy can make that announcement himself. Yes, hot. I miss hot. Exactly. Get all the crap out of your system. And with that, guys, let's see where else we want to go. See, you thought I was about to hop off. I don't know. I might be. I might not be. You never know. You got to juke and move. Juke and move. Yeah, there's Paralabs. I guess there's no point in doing Paralabs or Labs or whatever, because they took the snapshot and now we just wait. Hopefully I get something. I didn't go hard on there, so I doubt that I got a lot. But maybe I get something decent just because there's not a lot of people maybe who did it. So maybe that's in my favor. We got Loaded Lions, right? I haven't pulled this up in a while. Like, the only game I've ever seen in the crypto.com, what is it? And the Chronos ecosystem. It took me a minute to even remember what it was. And I'm stuck on a quest here. Gotta switch my MetaMask into the right chain. Chronos. We need a shop down there, bro. Yeah, you'd make a lot of money, Reliable J. Like, a lot of money. Yeah. There's always people who need work, no matter where you are, right? But, like, there's a lot of money here. Heavy population. A lot of older folks who have a little bit of money. And just from, like, what I've seen and growing up a lot with my grandparents and stuff, older people, like, they take their car in and they just do whatever they say that they need to do. They don't really think about it. They're like, all right, how much? All right, do it. Because a lot of them are like, I'm going to have a car, and they have a little bit of money saved, or they have the ability to borrow against their houses. They don't think they're going to live another 10, 15, 20 years anyways, and they just don't care. They just spend the money. And I see the mechanics out here taking full advantage of that. I mean, you go to like a dealership, my God, they're like, you should just do the total value of your vehicle in repairs right now with us at the dealership. Crazy. He says, resale auto home improvement juice. There you go. We'll be slinging some juice straight out the shop. My Canadian people will love me and buy everything from me. There you go. Blues Guy can help with the juice operation. I know he'd be all in on that. Freshly squeezed juice too. That's how I win. One man, one shop, the heart and reputation. Yeah, Reliable J, I don't doubt that you would do great here. That doesn't surprise me at all. Just because there's a lot of mechanic shops, but none of them have good reputations. They really don't. A lot of them, it's funny because you go there and they think they have good reputations, but when I ask around in groups and stuff, very few people have a good reputation. It's funny because one time everybody was giving me consistently the same person that they had a great reputation, and then I went to them and they were definitely a hole in the wall, but that's all right. That's all right. And they just couldn't even give me a quote, and that was crazy. All right, guys. Well, with that, I'm probably going to hop off, even though this chat's rolling. Love all of you. Thank you for being here. A lot of people just don't care. Yeah, exactly. Very true. Bro, there's no Reliable J over in Florida. Nobody is reliable. Exactly. I honestly think, Reliable J, that you should name your shop Reliable J. I don't know if your shop is named Reliable J, but in Florida, you should call yourself Reliable J because, I don't know, that alone will get you a lot of customers. All right, on the daily, just to come back into frame here, this thing is constantly updating, so I don't really need to update it. But if we drop down, toggle on the crypto bubbles, you will see what's going on in the day, and it's pretty red. I'm going to hop off for now. It's been 2 hours and 15 minutes. I could get the exact time. I don't know why I don't just do that other than guessing. Yep, 2 hours and 14 minutes. Definitely 2 hours and 15 by the time I hop off. Thank you, everybody who was here. We'll be doing it again tomorrow. If you want to stay on top of crypto and raise that crypto IQ, you want to know what's trending, you want to know what's coming out, what hasn't token generated event yet, you love crypto, DeFi, gaming, all of those things. You like airdrops, you like trying to farm airdrop, all that stuff. I'll be there in a couple months with Underground there waiting for you. Have a blessed night, everyone, says Melissa. Yeah, Blues Guy is going to be coming to Florida here pretty soon. He says, great stream tonight. Oh, that's Melissa. It moved on me. Blues Guy, there's a win, bro. Yep, exactly. I look forward to Blues Guy coming down and hanging out, helping me with all the stuff I got going on. It's going to be a lot of fun for sure. The view's definitely a lot better tonight than there was on Monday. All right. Later, everybody. If you need me, hit me up. And stay underground, stay crypto. Underground crypto out. And feel free to move that chat to the Discord.